All right, welcome to the team. Hello, everyone. How's everybody doing? I hope we all enjoyed some sunshine today. Yeah, all right. I see one thumbs up from Sachin, from Tej. That's good. So both awesome. I did too. I did sit outside in the sun for about half hour. Checked out my garden, so that was good. Yeah, so I think you guys are just finishing one meeting and hopping on to the other. Probably getting a lot of wisdom from the other side and pouring it in here, hopefully. I'm just the host. I'm Rosina, and I will be introducing some people in here who will be sharing product information, and then later on, towards the end, we will be pouring in the system information. So we'll be learning with that. And to start with, I would like to call up Sandeep to talk about our artistry skincare line. So here we go, Sandeep. Hello, Sandeep. There you are.
Okay. Yeah. Can somebody take over the next one? So I have to switch with the Raman downstairs. So if the next person can take the topic, and then I can come down and then switch with Raman.
Sure. Yeah, we can start with Bharti. Bharti, are you there?
Yep.
Bharti?
Hello? Yeah. Can you hear me?
Taking over first?
Oh yeah, no worries.
Awesome. So we'll start with Bharti, folks, with the vitamin C.
Yes, so please let me share my screen first. So I guess, as we all know, vitamin C helps with our immune system, and from last 2-3 years, we have been facing so many issues with this COVID pandemic and stuff, with the decreased immune system. So people are pretty much aware of it, like, what is vitamin C, because if not from Nutrilite, they must be taking from some market brand for sure. So we have, like, two types of vitamin C. One sec, I'll just reorder my, yeah. So one is normal vitamin C, and another one is a vitamin C extended release. So what does that mean? As we all know, like, there are some tablets prescribed by either by doctors or even with supplements. We usually suggested doses will be like, either take one tablet a day or twice a day or thrice a day or something like that. So what does that mean? Like, when we take a tablet, it just gets dissolved. Whatever the vitamins, whatever their action is, that gets deposited in some time. And yeah, and that's how the dosage are recommended. But for this Nutrilite C vitamin extended release, the aim is to, if you take one tablet, it will keep releasing that vitamin C for at least 8 hours to 10 hours. If I'm not wrong, let me, I think somewhere around 8, 10, 12 years. I know, yeah, there is somewhere it's written like, it releases vitamin C. Yeah, so slowly and steadily releases for 8 hours. So that, like, it won't get, like, get out of your system either through urine or sweat or loop. So that's the main reason why they made it in such a way. So this comes in, like, 2 packages. One is 60 tablets, which is of $24. And this is a CA, so it's CAD 24 Canadian dollar, and another one is 180 tablets, which is somewhere around $61. And with the IBO cost, you'll get it for, like, less than $2-3 or something like that. So I'll just read through this, like, suppose your immune system, as I mentioned, body's immune system contains 575 mg of vitamin C for all-day immune support. Includes ascorbic acid and phytonutrients found in lemons, oranges, and grapefruit. Especially those are quite like, sour in the taste. We all know that that's where the citric acid or vitamin C comes from, which provides antioxidant protection from the free radicals, and it releases slowly and steadily for near about like 8 hours if you take once this tablet. So this in usage instruction, it says like recommended dose is like take 1 tablet daily for adults and adolescents both, but there is one more variant as well for the kids that are from age from 5-6 years of age till 12 years of age, I guess, and they have I guess I lost that. Yeah, so and this is completely chewable vitamin C. It's not like you have to take it with the water. So I'm not sure, I haven't tested it, so I'm not sure about the test, but I'm pretty sure since it's for the kids, it must be like the taste and all, everything will be like enjoyable. So this again supports immune system year round. 3 tablets provide like 100% of daily value for vitamin C from exclusive neutralite. I don't know how to pronounce this. I hope it's right. Acerola cherry concentrate supports healthy bones, teeth, and gums. So these are the 3 variants that we have from Nutrilite, and that you can protect your immune system in these crazy times, especially. So this is it from my end. If anybody wants to add anything, they're more than welcome. Back to host Rosina.
Well done, Bharti. So yeah, that was very good explanation of all the vitamin C's we have in our Nutrilite system, and from acerola cherries, the ascorbic acid. Bharti explained the distinction quite clearly, that what is the regular vitamin C and how it's the extended release, how that's different. So well done. Thank you, Bharti. Anyone else has a comment or question? Sachin?
Yeah, I have one actually. Bharti, that we only have one vitamin C and both are extended releases. It's just the quantity is different, but they are all same. And you should definitely try their demo. Have you seen that the demo of vitamin C? Okay. So definitely check with Subodh, and he can definitely show you. And it's really worthwhile to see the demo, because the moment you show the demo, people will believe that this vitamin C really works very well. And you can do the demo with other vitamin C products outside, and you'll be surprised to see how good our vitamin C is. Thank you.
Really, sorry. Thank you so much. I didn't know there is a demo for vitamin C as well. I'll definitely, if this topic, like if I speak ever again on this topic, I'll surely go through it. Thank you so much.
Lakshay?
Hi, thank you so much. Hi Bharti, I believe that you talked about double X last time we were here, and your presentation was beautiful. I was sold immediately. I ordered the product, but I had a question that if a person should consume vitamin C if they're already consuming double X.
Yeah, so the difference between these stuff, especially daily multivitamin and the double X, which covers almost most of them. The thing is, if you are like, if there is a deficiency of certain things, like in my case, I have a deficiency of iron. So it's not like, even though I was taking earlier from way long back this daily tablets, but still I had that deficiency of iron. So on top of that, I usually add whatever there is a, like, I need to target some issue on. So that's how you can definitely consult with your doctor or something, like, see your results or reports, or you can see your lifestyle. If you're like, I used to, due to iron deficiency, you don't get that energy You don't feel like, there's no boost for any work. Even if I like, mop my floor, I used to feel like, tired, something like that. So I know there is an iron deficiency. And then I think back in 2019 or 2019, for sure, because after 20 we all got into this pandemic and stuff. So there was an blood donation camp at my office back in India, and they just they just saw the color of my blood, and they're like, oh, you have iron deficiency, and we cannot you cannot donate today. So that's how I know, okay, I need to start getting some supplements for my iron deficiency and all that stuff. So even though I took double X every day, I still take calcium and iron for sure. So that's how you go about it. Like, if you have some targeted issues, then you go for that particular supplement as well. I hope this answers.
Okay, thank you so much. Yeah.
Okay, I just wanted to add, Bharti, that I myself take the kids one, and they are pretty good. I do them in the morning, every morning. I chew those ones. I see Harsh has a hand up.
Yeah, I just wanted to add on what Bharti said is she's exactly right that all these vitamin C, D's or whatever is available, they are an add-ons over double X. Double X has complete package of most of the multivitamins. But what happens is like for immunity purposes, we do not have enough vitamin C which we grab through double X. Like let's say in pandemic times when the weather is changing, or when there is pollution, like let's say if you live in Delhi, there's a lot of pollution. A double X won't even, a double X is for keeping the threshold for yourself. Okay, that you are taking enough nutrients which is required by a human body. But that doesn't let you fight with things which are beyond that uh, particular nutrition. And that is where, like Bharti said, when I was deficient of iron, I needed iron. When I was deficient of calcium, I needed calcium. Similarly, when you're it's not even like when you're deficient of vitamin C. Sometimes you might be not immune enough, or your immunity might not be the best in the market, and anything happens around, you would get sick, or you will catch cold, or you will have sore throat. That's where vitamin C consistency on top of double X prevents from those things.
Yeah. And to again, like, to top this up, like, this daily vitamin and double X, those are like, foundational supplements. So these are on, like, as Harsh mentioned, like, top on to fight some diseases or some deficiency and all that stuff. So
Yeah, rightly said. Raman, you have your hand up?
that's a tip. Oh,
Yeah.
she's ready.
Yeah,
Oh,
no,
okay.
Oh, no,
Sandeep.
okay.
No, actually, I would like to add on with that part too, as Harshmeet already explained pretty much good regarding vitamin C. Like, vitamins, this vitamin C is extended release. So that's what we have to keep in mind. Like, the what we take as a multivitamin, as a double X, like, it's there are two type of vitamins we need on the daily basis, right? One is which is essential, which is non-essential. So essential we have to replenish on everyday basis, right? So what we have in a double X, right, there is a recommended dose, but we are taking double X only once a day. So there's still like gap. So then vitamin C, what we have extended release, it says it's extended release means 8-hour period we can have in our system. So that's the reason vitamin C is important. This is also a powerful antioxidant. It's also act as anti-inflammatory, right? We also need it, for our bones as well, for the teeth as well, like, all the collagen formation. The vitamin C is very important for everything, in our body. So I hope it makes sense,
Thank you.
Yeah, for sure, Sandeep.
I'll
Because
just
yeah,
I'll just
Sorry?
add one more. I'll just add one more thing. Is one of the important things about our supplements is that, for example, vitamin C or anything, is that it's made from the natural sources. So even if you take a little bit more, your body will only consume and throw whatever is not required. While the market products, they have all additives and all those things. So if that's why you will hear people complaining that when they take vitamin C, they get cramps and they get some stomach problems, upset stomach or whatever, because it gets deposited into your body and it's just not easily thrown out. So amazing. Thank you.
Okay. Harsh, do you have still a question or?
I have a question from Bharti. I just want to know, I don't know when it comes to vitamins, I just take all the vitamins and eat it together. Should we eat like that, or should we eat double X separately and vitamin C separately, or any other like iron separately? Because I also consume iron. So I'm not sure if I'm taking the right way. If you could explain me.
So this is how, like, the way you mentioned, this is how I take it as well. Like, I just take it all in before bed, and I was like, in the morning, I'll just, okay, it will give me a boost. But I think there are recommendation on the packaging itself, like, whether you want, whether you should take it before meal or after meal, how long you have to wait in between the your meal and tablet supplement especially. But there is no information as such, like, whether I can take this vitamin C with my double X or not. But I guess, like, since these are all plant-based, plant-derived, I don't see any harm taking it all together. Just don't go beyond recommended. That's what I can suggest. So I'm sorry, I don't have much information on that. That's what
Actually,
I know.
certain, yeah, like there is a recommendation that in terms of the ones you should take in the morning and in the afternoon and in the evening. So they are based on that. And yes, with meal is mostly recommended. And then there's also certain vitamins that go together for absorbency purposes. So like iron is also always supposed to be taken with vitamin C because it increases the absorption. So always a doctor will tell you to take your iron tablet with a glass of orange juice. But the beauty about our vitamins is that our iron already contains 250 milligrams of vitamin C in it. So it is a complete supplement in itself. So
All
yeah,
right. So when I was searching through this vitamin C, all the available options, variants, I saw that iron Folly was mentioning that, and I was unsure, like, thank you for adding that point. I was like, I was going.
So there are, like, your doctors can recommend it and pharmacists can recommend it, what goes together, but mostly for vitamins, it's medications that it's you don't mix together, but for vitamins, it's usually not an issue.
Yes.
Okay. Are we moving on to
Sandeep?
Sandeep?
No, I think Subodh, yeah, Sandeep is also there. Sorry.
Because I think we are quite a bit over time. Should we move on?
Yeah, sure. I can take over now.
Okay. So we'll I'll bring on stage is yours, Sandeep, with Artistry Skincare.
Yeah, hello everybody. It's me, Sandeep here. Raman and Sandeep, we both, building our business together. So I'm proudly sponsored and launched by me and Raman. Proudly sponsored and launched by Harsh and Anchal, and their upline Subodh and Tina, and from Acutal Platinum Sachin Kinkar, and then all the way to Sid and Rup Ganguly. Our diamonds, they are going EDC. So today my topic is artistry skincare. Like it's such a vast topic. I got it today, but I would try to mention something. There are like this is such a topic that it takes more than an hours to talk about it. And we are really blessed to have our artistry skincare, and I since it's from my experience, I got the best skin since I've been using this artistry product. Like, it's on regular basis. I think I would say I'm obsessed with artistry skincare line now, and they have amazing skincare line. And every time, whenever they add on, every few years, and now they add on some different skincare lines in artistry, and last year it's been edited as a skin nutrition. So I would like to talk about today more about skin nutrition. As you can see on my screen, so we have artistry, which is organic based. Most of products are organic based, and we have the skin nutrition line, which has 4 skin nutrition lines in it. We have currently, so I would like to show you here. So the skin nutrition line, which is as you can see, it is totally vegan and plant-based. skincare line we have, and it is Artistry this time collaborated with the Neutralite, which is #1 best-selling vitamin and dietary supplement brand. So they are backed by all the botanical nutrients. So all the nutrients are extracted, and it's grown on the 6,000 acres farm we have in the Neutralite. So that's what I'm really proud of it. And Artistry skin nutrition line, which is totally pure, and it's very effective, and it's suitable for all skin type as well. And when we say clean beauty, what it mean, it has it's saying no to all the 1,300, more than 1,300 those chemical ingredients that basically are found in most of the skincare outside brands. So it can be mineral oils, parabens, phthalates, phosphates. There are tons of those, like I have already and they have noted down as more than 1,300, which is, I can say, I didn't see any other brand which is which proudly says they have not such chemicals in their skincare line. And the second thing is there is a no animal testing for this skincare nutrition line. And so these are vegan products which are certified by the Vegan Society. You can go and search in the Vegan Society what it is about, so they certified this Artistry skincare line as a certified vegan products. As I mentioned, these are from the Neutralites farms. So these are traceable. So when we say traceables, so whatever comes in the package, it says they are made up of white chia seed, they are made up of pomegranates, they're made up of acerola cherry, aloe vera, or so many other ingredients that came from. So they are traceable. So from the seed, from where they're planting the seed, and from harvesting those plants and extractions from there, it's all traceable. So wherever it's come from, where the white chia seed is grown, where there are different I think it's in the more than many countries. I don't remember the many names, but Mexico, Brazil, which I know, even in America, there are many provinces where the certified organic farms are from Neutralite. So they itself told that wherever these plants are grown from, where they're extracting those ingredients. And these are the personalized product. These skincare are very personalized. So it's good for all skin type. It's good for any skin concern, all skin tones, like people with a different diversity, like people have a fair skin or black skin, whitish skin, whatever skin type they have, so these are good for those all skin types as well, even for the skin ages as well. People who have younger skins, people who have elderly skin, adult skin, children's skin, it's good for every skin age as well. And so moving forward, I would like to show you what exactly we have in our skincare line. So we have basically 4 skincare line in Artistry Skin Nutrition. So the first one is balancing solution. So balancing solution, but I would like to, before going into this, I would like to mention in the skincare system, whether it's men's skin or women's skin, we all need a cleanser, as everybody knows, what cleanser does, just clean the impurities, when we wash our face. And then second thing, we need toner. So toner is very important. It's maintain the pH level of your skin, right? It's prep your skin before to receive any other treatment, right? And the third thing you need is moisturizer. I think my time is done. Okay, I think next time I will catch up the rest. Okay. Let me unshare this.
Rosina, you're muted.
Sorry, Sandeep, we ran out of time, but in the time you covered quite well the system and the process how of the harvesting and the purity of the line being vegan and the traceability. So thank you for that. And the next person I think we have up is Aryan, who's going to share about excess energy drinks. So stage is yours, Aryan.
Yeah, thank you. Just a second. I'll like share my screen. Yeah, so myself Aryan Patil. So today my topic is about excess energy drinks. So like we all have, most of us have like tried excess energy drink, but who haven't tried excess energy drink, this will be a quick overview of excess energy drink. So excess energy drink is a beverage which contains all natural flavors, B vitamins, amino acids, which are like our daily requirements for our body, right? And when I searched on Amway regarding like excess energy drink for the first time, and when I saw like Amway have 14 flavors of like excess energy drinks, I was shocked. Like 14 flavors. And some of them are like the famous one are like tropical, cranberry grape, Sumit, Naranja, Sumit Blast, and Tropical Blast, and the list goes on. Like, and the benefits, like the benefits of excess energy drink are like tons. There are tons of excess energy drink, but the the ginseng, it's the like the I think it's more beneficial for us because uh, it is what we say, like it is full of natural ingredients and boosts our energy and helps us to like boost our immune system, because like right now in this COVID situation we all need like we all have to mm, boost our immune system, right? Because of like to survive this pandemic. And excess energy drink has this ginseng and ingredient in there, so this will be the best beverage and for us to boost our immune system. It also helps to control our blood sugar. If someone is having like high blood sugar and cholesterol levels, it also helps us for controlling that blood sugar and cholesterol level. So I think this would be the best like treatment for them who don't want to eat any like tablets and don't want to take any injection stuff. This would be like the tasteful like treatment for them. And of course like less calories, because a single can contains like just 10 calories, which is like very good for them who are trying to do a weight loss. So if they like other some of the energy drink I've saw, like they have like a lots of calories, but excess energy drink is so good for them who are trying to do a like massive weight loss. And so there are many benefits, but still there are some like side effects of excess energy drink, which like I saw this and like I was searching for the side effects, but all the website I saw this caffeine overdose, like it's very common. Because in caffeine over, when you like, let's take an example. If a individual takes and consumes like 4 can a day, so he consumes near about 320 milligrams of caffeine, which is like which could affect him very bad. Like it could give him like hallucination and anxiety, insomnia, muscle twitching, restless, and period of exhaustibility. So I think this is so bad for like those who drinks a lot, like they drink 4 or 5, but I think no one drinks that much because everyone knows the like everything should be in a limit. So I don't think this would be like a very massive side effect. But if anyone drinks a like 3 can like 3 can of excess energy drink in a week, that would not be a like side effect for them because they are doing it in like a limit, right? So I don't think this is a known for like this should be in like side effect. But yeah, I found this like in so many sites, but I didn't think like that was like more, what do we say, like we shouldn't take much like cautions for this because no one drinks that much, right? In a day, 300 milligrams of caffeine is too much. And actually, if we compare it with a cup of like a coffee, still it's same because we drink a coffee and it also does the same work as compared to excess energy drink. So I think like excess energy drink does the same work as coffee, but it gives us more energy to do some stuff. And I personally tried excess energy drink. So when I like tried it for the first time, I observed a massive energy boost in myself for the first week, and it was so good. Thank you for like giving me this opportunity for talking about for giving me the opportunity to talk about this wonderful product, Excess Energy Drink. I would like to give this meeting to the host. Thank you, everyone. Good evening.
Great job, Aryan. Thank you very much. So well done covering the flavors and your experience of how you experienced the energy boost. And you're right. So yeah, you shouldn't consume it in excess. So it does say that, we can do, it is recommended 2 cans a day, right? No, not to exceed 2 cans a day. And it does contain enough caffeine as much as a small cup of coffee. So yeah, well done explaining that. Thank you so much for that, Aryan. So both, I saw your hand up.
Yeah, no, that was my question. Like, what is the suggested dosage? You covered it, Rosina. Thank you.
Okay. Okay, I see another hand up. Harsh?
No, I was just asking Aryan. I just had this question. Is it fine to replace like it's an energy drink? It definitely gives energy and stuff. Is it a great intake for your gymming purposes? Like if you are in workouts or if you are in fitness and you want to go running, or let's say, is it a great alternate for activities, physical activities, or it's just mostly for your sleep, if you're getting sleepier or you're tired and stuff? Do you
No,
generally?
I actually saw this. Like, I was actually going to mention that in the my PPT, but I didn't have the like time. So I actually saw that in the website. But you can use that energy drink to like do workouts and stuff, and it's so good. Like you can also like it gives a lot of energy like to do workouts and stuff. If you take like if you drink an energy drink today, it will like you will feel energized like till tomorrow or maybe day after tomorrow. Like it depends on like how you like how's your body and stuff. But this is so good for like workout purpose.
Thanks,
Does that
Aryan.
answer? Sorry. Go ahead, Harsh.
No, I said thanks, Aryan. Yeah, just move to the
Okay.
next one. Yeah.
You're welcome.
Okay. All right. So we'll move on to our system. Oh, actually, I was going to promote the.
Was there a couple more people with their hands up? There's Bharti and stuff. They might have some
Sorry,
questions. Yeah.
folks. Okay, sorry, folks. I will go to Bharti first.
Oh, no. So I don't have any questions. I just wanted to add one thing on top of it. In recent days, I came across a video of a comedian on internet called Minaj Hassan, and he explains why people are like, getting obese lately so much. And that's due to, there's one particular reason, which is like, our junk foods. We order pizzas and stuff, and on site to those we drink this Sprite, Coca-Cola, and all those products. So there's a good video like why you shouldn't consume Coca-Cola, Pepsi, and all those stuff, and this is the best alternative to replace those stuff. So I would highly recommend you guys to like go on Google, search for Minaj Hassan about obesity, all those topic, and you'll know, like, more information about this stuff. And it would be much easier to, like, sell this product to someone, or, like, give them information about, like, since it's $1 million industry, and why shouldn't we take advantage of that? Like, our product is definitely the best amongst all of these. So I just wanted to add that one thing. Thank you so
Thank you
much.
for sharing, Bharti. Okay, Prateek.
Yeah, thanks, Rosina. Hello, Aryan. I just wanted to know, suppose if you are advising this product to someone and he's already using energy drink, but he's using something else. So how would you go about that?
Actually, it's like on my first day when I met Sachin sir, he also showed me the video of like Monster drink, and you have saw that demo, right? So it's so popular about that. I don't like if you just saw that it like in there are like cup of milk, like our bones, our teeth are made of full calcium, right? So I think like he just put Monster drink and like there was Red Bull and our excess energy drinks. They just like they just put the same amount of excess energy drink, Monster drink, and Red Bull drink in different cup of like milk, and like just in few minutes, it showed the reaction. The milk was like fully like this, like what
Okay.
would you say, like destroy something. But in which we put like excess drink, it was like nothing. You can even drink that with like mixing with milk.
Okay, so you're saying like you're referring to some video, but if I just say, I'd suggest you talk about the number of like as you talked about the calories that are being provided by this product. I'd suggest you find out about Red Bull just for knowledge. I'd say you get 10 calories from excess energy. You get 117 calories per can from Red Bull and 101 calories per can from Monster Energy. So I'd suggest you say this and tell them that the product we are serving will give you them the equal quantity of caffeine, but better in calories. It'll help them with the diet. Thank you.
Okay, thank you,
Yeah, thank
Prateek.
you.
Folks, I know some more people have questions. Lakshay, I know you do, but I think we're going to move on to the next person. Actually, we're going to move on to the promotion of the events and then move on to the system education, because otherwise our meeting will be here. We'll be here till like 10 o'clock. So I don't think I want to do that. Okay, folks, so here we go. Next VES is on Tuesday, and I think Gurjot is presenting. So let's have some guests. She does a pretty good plan, so we can have some guests for that. And the other big function coming up is the Diamond Summit. It's in May, the weekend of May 13 to 15. So yeah, let's all get ready for that one. And our next phase of part of our phase education is BSM and books and education system. So I'm going to invite Mohit to do the BSM, please.
Hi, Rosina. I think Mohit is not on the call. Can
Okay.
we skip that topic and move to the next one, the books? Sorry for that. Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, so sorry, I wasn't aware of that. Thanks for letting me know, Harsh. Mohit is not available for BSM, so we will move on to Lakshay for books. So Lakshay, stage is all yours.
Thank you so much, Rosina, for that introduction. Finally, my time has come. And just one question, can I take Mohit's minutes? Just kidding, I won't bore you guys to death. So yeah, so let's get started on books. So the book I'm currently reading right now, it is called Atomic Habits. It is one of the most amazing books that I have ever read. Let me tell you guys that I have not read a lot of books. So please don't just take me for, like, just don't get very excited that I'm giving you the best of knowledge. Go dive into these books and figure it out yourself. Is this the right book for you? But let me tell you why you have to read books. Firstly, like we have that audio, Kickstarting Your Business, in that business by Kankan and Samina Bhattacharya and panel. So in the panel, Joe and Angie, they said one thing that hit me. If you aren't on BSM and if you aren't reading books, how are you going to run a team of 100 people? The best way to lead is by example. Now, I am brought in this business by Raman Kumar. Yeah, Raman Kumar. Sorry, I was going to say sir. But I was brought into this business by Raman. And every time I talk to him, every time I meet him, He has something new to tell me. Today he told me about the secret. Last time we talked, he told me about something in Atomic Habits that was very important for me. And that is the thing. Now, when I jump onto page 21 of this book, there is firstly it's by James Clear. The author of the book is James Clear. So he says that there is this thing called a plateau of latent potential. He says that in order to make a meaningful difference, habits need to persist long enough to break through this plateau. Now, what he believes is, uh, you can see the straight line, right? Uh, it is called a linear line. And he says that your potential is not linear. It won't go up every time. Like if I just go on a jog, I'm not going to lose 5 kgs, right? But the thing is, I can't give up. I have to just do everything that is required until I break through my plateau to reach the potential that I want to be at. I was aiming for this. I will be here. That is what is written in this book. Now the thing is, Harsh, can you just unmute yourself for 1 minute? I just wanted to ask you one question.
Don't
You go
embarrass.
to, yeah, I won't embarrass you. You go to the gym, right? What is your best deadlift?
My best deadlift till date is around 490 pounds. So
Wow.
around like 225 to 30 kgs.
That is amazing. But did you reach that level in a single day?
12 years.
Obviously not. That is not. Anshul, you are a certified makeup artist. Did you get your certification in a single class?
No, it took me 2 years to get that.
Yeah, Sandeep, you are a registered nurse. Did you become a nurse in a single day in a single class?
No, it took me 4 years.
Yeah, so that is what happens. But the thing is, even I'm doing my business degree right now. I'm not gonna get there if I don't study every single day, even if it's just for 2 hours. The thing about this book is it doesn't try to change our very existence or our very being. It tries to focus on the small habits that we can change to improve ourselves. Anchal yesterday said one thing that I loved, that this is the best team. The Vancouver team is the best team. But to be the best team, we have to put our best effort to form the best habits to become the best self. When every single person in this team is performing at their potential, then we will become the best team. I asked Harsh today, I told Harsh today that I want to be 500 PV before September. You know what he said? That is just too low. You know why that is? Because he has that habit. He has formed that amazing habit that he's never going to think too low. He's going to set the bar high and he's going to achieve it. And that is what I'm going to do under his guidance, under Raman's guidance, because they are my uplines in this business. They guide me the most in this business. Thank you for letting me speak. Over to you, Rosina.
You're very welcome, Lakshay. Very well spoken. Just give me 1 second, folks. My battery is dying. Let me plug it in. Okay, I'm on again. All right, folks. Thank you, Lakshay. That was very well done. Great job involving other people and providing examples about the reading habits and the stuff that you're reading. So that's great. Now we have Sachin, our platinum going diamond upline, and Harsh, the go-getter, to do the panel, or I don't know what's the plan, guys. Take it away.
Hello, Harsh. Hello. Because Anchal is next to you, so she will be part of the panel as well now. So sorry, amazing. So far, I think everyone has covered amazing topics. Okay, so this is just a huddle play huddle, and I think one of the questions I'm going to put Harsh on the spot here. Okay, is that, and I think it's very important. Is Harsh, if you take yourself like way back when you started the business, and the mindset that you had at that point, and the mindset that you have right now. Okay, I'm going to cover this very important topic because we have people who are new and they're going through the journey. And I have seen you, like, how you have gone up and down, but the only thing was consistent for you, like how you go to the gym, is that always keep on going. You didn't look backwards. But coming back to this topic is that when you were that time, and when you were talking to, like, when you're ready to talk to the people, and when you talk to the people, obviously people exchange energy, vibrations. Some of them were good, some of them were not good, right? Obviously, what was going in that in your mind at that point, and right now you can handle it very well. So what changed, and how that transformation happened?
Yeah, thank you, Sachin, for that question. First of all, this is Harshmeet, proudly sponsored by Subodh and Tina Rathore in the business. Uplines to them you are listening to is Q12 going Sachin Kenkar, and our diamond mentors are Sid and Roop Ganguly. And we are very blessed to be this part of this lineage. And that question about that transformation of that mindset, that fear getting into faith, how did that happen? So initially, like most of us, when we get started in the business, we are always questioning ourselves, okay, while talking to anybody. There's an our unconscious mind, or you can say, or that inner self, which keeps questioning you. Are you doing the right thing? What will the other person say? How will things happen? And that's pretty common. Okay, it's very common. People who are introvert, or who basically have not spoken much to people around, they think that way. Even the extroverts, when they talk to people who have a self-image higher than them, or they assume they have self-image higher than them, they think of these questions. And initially I went through the same journey. I still recall going with Sachin and trying to talk to people, and I would piss my pants most of the times. And it's true, literally. Okay. And Raman was sharing yesterday that when I would tell him to do the same thing, he would go see the person and come back, not even say a hi to him. Okay, so it's part of everybody's journey. How? But the other thing that comes into like changing that mindset is consistency of action. Okay, so keep doing what you're doing, and that is what I did. I kept going out, I kept doing going around people, trying to say hi, smiling around. And with time I developed that habit that I could talk to other person about what my agenda was, or what I was there to talk to them. So it's the consistency of action is what I basically want to focus with everybody. Is a lot of time you will have these questions coming in. How can you still have these questions coming in and still go and talk to the other person on anything, is what will build that faith in you, and you will be able to change your entire mindset. If you keep thinking in your mind and there's no action put, this fear of talking to people, that mindset will never go away. So that is my take on this, and that is how I've developed. It took a good amount of time for me to change it. I was very it was easier to talk to people I knew, but for people I didn't know, it took some time. But yeah, I
Absolutely,
think Sachin,
absolutely.
that answers that question, or
Absolutely,
any.
absolutely, absolutely. Like, I always say that there is a big disease out there, and that disease is what will people say. That's where most of the people fall victim. And sometimes it's not only that, sometimes it's what you say to yourself also pulls you down. So I always say that, be careful what you say to yourself, because you are listening. Sometimes when you're talking to other people, they don't listen to you. That's why they don't get in, because they don't understand. But at the same time, we exchange energies and vibrations. That was, I think, mind-blowing answer. Achal, do you want to throw your insight, because you come from a business background, then you came and you joined Harsh, and how was your journey? Like, what kind of changes you had to incorporate, because it's a totally different business, and you already saw Harsh was like having this super, like, entrepreneurship mindset. So how was the change for you?
No, absolutely, Harsh. I do come from, sorry, Sachin. I do come from a business family, but when I came to Canada after getting married to Harsh, so when I met him for the first time, the first thing that came in my mind was he has completely changed. So I was thinking, what is he doing in his life that I just got married to this guy 1 year before, and now I see him as a totally different person. So he introduced me to the business, and then I got to know, obviously, it is very difficult to adapt coming from a great family, and then, what you're using, what you're eating, and your mindset is something else, staying back in that business family. It was very difficult for me to do all the changes, even when it was about products. Like all of you guys know, I'm a makeup artist. I was using the top notch brands. So shifting to artistry was a little bit difficult for me initially. And also, not just about the products, having that mindset of, being outcome focused rather than process oriented was very, very difficult. So this I learned from Harsh, that sometimes you might have to go through worst process, but you might end up getting the best outcome in the world. And sometimes you might even have the best process, but the outcome would not be what you are looking for. So if you have your why clear, and if you know what you want in your life, I think it becomes very easy. And as Harsh mentioned, that consistency, pays off or gives you a lot of confidence to go out and talk to people. So I think it's a mixture of both. And obviously adapting to changes where you're coming from is hard. But if you think that you want to achieve high in life, then it's not that difficult as well.
Yeah. And talking just about the products which Anshul mentioned, she was using high class products. They were high class on paper, not on the skin.
Yeah, I was using, according to me, I was using the best products because I'm a makeup artist. I was using Chanel, Dior, Huda Beauty, Giorgio Armani, Imported Armani, all those big brands, which I had to pay big bucks on. But they were amazing. I still use some of them for my makeup clients because you need some professional products for your makeup kit. But on my day-to-day life, on myself, even most of the products in my makeup kit are artistry. I swear by them. I cannot live without them. If you see my makeup room, 90% of the products are all artistry. I don't use anything else because I don't know how many people out there know. I went to a lot of doctors back in India when I didn't have great skin. Nobody was able to treat me. I paid thousands of dollars, just treating my skin. I never saw difference in my skin. But as soon as I switched myself to artistry, I would say there was a 200% difference in my skin. So that much confidence I have in myself regarding artistry, and that is how I can pass it on. I remember when I met Sandeep for the first time, and she was so hesitant to try artistry products because I had confidence I was able to pass it on. And that confidence only comes when you try, use your products, and recommend other people and you get their feedback. So that is how you build it up time to time. It's not built in one day, as Lakshay mentioned. You have to use it for 6 months, see how it goes, and then you get comfortable with it. Yeah, so that's from my side.
Awesome, mind-blowing. And I think this is just a play huddle kind of a session where I want everyone to know that if you see someone at a success level, that doesn't mean that they have just gone there by fluke or something. They have gone through their own struggles, and that's how the success principles are. You have to go through the struggle, otherwise there is no success. So Harsh and Achal, do you want to cover anything else in this huddle? Like, it's just a play huddle. Do you want to cover anything? Because lots of people are going to come across with some tough questions, how to answer those tough questions. And lots of people fall victim of convincing someone who is really not mature enough to understand the situation or the process. And that's where they lose the faith, because they're trying to convince someone who should not be convinced, rather than convincing yourself. So what are your thoughts on that one? Like, what would you take on that? Because these are all wonderful people. They are on that journey right now. So either they are facing it or they are going to face it, but they have to go through it.
Yeah. See, of course, there is nothing, I feel like at this point of time in a business, there's nothing as tough questions. Okay. If you have really studied the business, and if you are really in touch with your uplines, there is answer to every question which somebody will ask. Okay. It's generally, we make that in mind that these are tough questions. Okay. It's just lack of studies and understanding of the business. But on the other end, when you talked about like convincing somebody who are not prepared to be convinced or not prepared to learn what we are doing on, it's a part of the process. Now there's ways to deal with it. For me, what I feel like, I would not say that I do not convince. Okay. Where I feel that the other person has low faith in himself, or he has a problem in decision making, I can convince him so that he can take the right decisions for himself or herself. Okay, convincing is not wrong, but then there are times when somebody is negative, okay, and somebody is completely opposite to what you are providing them, and they don't appreciate and are humble to realize that what they have been given. Convincing those people is a waste of time. In that case, the best thing which I would do is move to the next one. Okay, and this is where Sid also mentions, or always says, work with a lot of people. Okay, everybody says in media, work with a lot of people. If you are just tied up with one or two people, you are trying to bring them on board, you will always be convincing them, whether they like are in like for first phase of the business, like first phase of understanding, which I'm saying like they don't have the faith, or they're completely negative about the business, and you are trying to convert that negative into positive. Okay, so yeah, the answer to everything is number of people. Okay, work with a lot of people. You would never have to convince, and that is how I have learned, because initially I've gone through the same thing, trying to work with so less and trying to change them so that I could build my team.
I think you've made a very good point. I think the most important thing is that you have to convince yourself. And the example that you gave, I think you're talking about influencing, giving them the right education and knowledge so that they could make a good decision rather than convincing, because convincing, you cannot share the knowledge. So influencing has a very big impact because you're educating them, right? Education is very, very important. Amazing. So Harsh and Anshul, do you think that we could keep anything that you want to discuss, or we could get this floor open to get some questions from them? I know we are running short of time. What would you suggest? Can we take one or two questions
One
from?
thing that I wanted to add on what Harsh said is also there are two types of people outside. People, one which are hungry, one which are not hungry. So hungry people would want to listen to you, get educated, and then there is no point of convincing those kind of people. But people who are always satisfied, who do not have any sort of hunger, you'll always keep convincing them on one thing or the other, because they are not hungry. If they're not hungry, they don't want to eat, you'll keep convincing them, still they will not eat. So that is also a difference that you will get to know once you are in the business long enough. So you will be able to identify those sort of people also. So you will get to know who to convince and who not to convince. Basically, I shouldn't be using this term only, convincing. I hate it because I don't personally like to convince anybody. Even if I'm presenting the opportunity or the products, my whole idea is how can I add value into other people? How can that person be rightly educated? That is what the whole idea is. I don't like to convince people at all, and that is not our goal, because how far can you take that person if you have to convince him or her, right? You cannot take those people very far. So that is also a great thing, that you should always work with people who are hungry, who always want to achieve more in life, because people who are always full will never be willing to achieve more in life.
Exactly.
Absolutely. So Harsh and Achal, do you think that we could get one or two burning questions, or would you like to cover any of those? Because I think we are also running short of time. Do you want to say something on that? What do you think?
No, yeah, anybody can ask anything. It's just like sort of a huddle.
So because of the short of time,
yeah.
let's take one or two burning questions. If anyone has any questions, please raise your hand, quickly ask, or else your upline is always there. Your upline is your lifeline. So always go and you have seen that show, right? Kaun Banega Crorepati, lifeline. Your upline is always your lifeline. Remember that. Always go and ask the question. So I think everyone is well aware and they have lots of knowledge and wisdom. So I don't think they have any questions. So we are ready to knock the stage, I think.
Yeah, no, definitely. Let's. It's amazing. I just wanted to mention, I forgot that everybody spoke amazingly today. Okay, Aryan presenting for the first time, it was just superb. And I personally, this is my thing. I love the way when somebody puts that extra effort in preparing a presentation or doing stuff. That is, of course, a next level thing. Okay, if somebody is doing the demo for the product they are showing, if somebody is taking time and bringing the product and showing everybody or how that product looks, or how that's an add-on on things, and these are the things which are really noticed at the end of the day. Okay, so Aryan, great thing on that, and everybody otherwise spoke amazingly as always. But yeah, Rosina has a question, I think.
That's what I was going to ask you. Like, is host allowed to ask a question? Sure, Rosina. Go ahead. You can unmute yourself. We can't hear you.
I was saying the host is the only one allowed to ask questions. So yeah, like Anchal, as you were mentioning about the adding value piece, right? I struggle with that. So that's my burning question, right? There's two of them, but this is the one I'll focus on at this point. But so like, my faith has always been a question for me. And confidence. So yeah, I do like the products and I do present them with confidence to a lot of customers. I've been presenting them lately. And so it's been okay with that. And yes, you know how it goes. Some are just, one of them just walked out. Oh, this is my wife's business. And he just walked away. So that's fine. Like, you know, though, that's one of the person who I'm not going to go after convincing, right? Like I'm kind of slowly learning that. But like, I always struggle with this, right? That I'm adding value to, like, I always fight this. I don't know why, but like, yeah, okay, Amway products are good, great. There are a lot of other products that are great too, and they help with acne and things too. And I've struggled with my skin and stuff too. So I have the faith in most of those products, but I don't say that, oh, if I'm giving them that, I'm making their life so much better. Like I have that issue. So how did you come to that point where you understood that you are, or you were able to internalize that you are adding value to the person? Because I'm not able to get to that point. I'm still kind of like, yeah, okay, good products, I'm selling them. So I'm giving them some good stuff. Great, okay, that's fine. I'm promoting my business, right? But I'm not seeing that as, okay, I'm adding value. Yeah, if I show them the business and I tell them, oh, come on board, it's like, yeah, how much work does the person have to do to get there, right? So am I actually really adding value or putting more pressure on them? So like, I know it's also my mindset, but I just want to see how you got to that point.
No, that's a great question, Rosina. Everything starts from products. Okay, when you have faith in the products, you know that products work, company is great, everything is great. And then you go to the next step, where is like you present the opportunity to somebody, right? So adding value in terms of could be, it just depends person to person. But let's say if I meet somebody and that person lost his job in COVID, okay, and I present him or her with this opportunity where I'm adding value in the terms, there is a way for the other person to make money, because I can show a little bit of my success that I have, or I can share certain things with that person. And that person feels, yeah, the value has been added in terms of, I'm not convincing that person to come on board. I'm just educating that person like, okay, if you've lost your job and you're not making anything currently, there is a business proposal that I can offer you, where you have to do the work. Obviously, no matter whatever you do in life, work is involved. Nothing comes for free. If you can work 8-hour job at your 8-hour shift at your job, you can pretty much give 4 to 5 hours for your business also. But it all depends on if that person is also hungry and willing to take something in their life. You cannot provide something to a person who's not hungry. You cannot add value to people who are already full, as I mentioned. So it all depends. Sorry.
Like,
yeah.
Agreed with this person who's just lost the job. Let's say, like, how I myself kind of like, I know I shouldn't judge, but I'm kind of thinking in my head, and I have still offered people the opportunity when I've seen that. So I haven't stopped myself from doing it, but I'm like, okay, and the person comes back saying, I don't have a job. I don't have the money to buy a $200 kit. I need to buy bread and milk for my kids, right? So, and I get it that there have been people in our system that who've gone through that, right? But again, every wheelchair person doesn't become a Paralympic athlete, right? There are thousands of them, and out of that, one person might become that. Yeah, so I kind of struggle with those things.
But Rosina, the opportunity is equal for everybody, right? There can be, I feel like, if you are saying like only one person who's on wheelchair becomes a gold medalist in Paralympics, right? That is because he has worked harder than the people who were there to get there. Okay, but if you just go with that mindset that only one person succeeds and everybody else do not succeed, then there will be no opportunity. Like nobody will step in to do anything. Okay, they will say, oh, there's most probability of failing. Why to even do something? Okay, but
Yeah,
it's
but I don't agree with the point where you say that for one, let's say 10 people were in line and they were working around the same way, but only one person succeeded, right? So I don't agree that not those all other 10 people didn't work hard. They
no,
did
they
too.
worked hard, and that's where everybody see. That's the beauty of this business. People who work hard make money. It's 100%. There's a great audio by Trevor Baker where he says, when he started the business, and he's been in the business when he gave this talk, he was almost 14 years in the business. And so the people who stayed with him, those 14 years in the business from the start, are minimum Q12s in the business. That means minimum they are making $60,000 to $70,000 on the side of whatever they were doing. Okay, so it's a great testimony if somebody says that when I started, the people who stayed with me are minimum Q12s in the business. That means everybody of those who worked those 14 years are minimum making $60,000 to $70,000 on the side of whatever they are doing in their life. Okay, it's just like we analyze the business in a very short time. This is my understanding. A lot of people do this. We analyze in a very short time and we feel like it's not adding value into other person's life, or we think it's not adding value into other person's life, because we are, I don't know, it's the mindset of human that the success should come very quickly, okay, or everything should come very quickly in 1 month, 1 year, 2 years, but it doesn't happen the same with everybody. I have seen people, you know, personally, person like Ganesh Shenoy, took him 6 years to go platinum, okay, while people in the business who might be working less than him, I think might have gone platinum in 2 years. Okay, he went 7500, dropped to 300 PV, 600 PV, again went to 4000 PV, dropped to 1000 PV, then again went to 7500 PV. So the people, it's how I feel like it's just analyzing business too soon and thinking that we aren't adding value really into people's life. We are adding value. It just takes time to get the fruit out of it. Subodh has something, and I'm sure Subodh will.
Yeah, I think I'll also add here. Yeah, I was going to ask like we should include Subodh as well, but I will add here quickly is that Rosina, one thing is that you can only add value into someone else if you have something in your hand. If you don't have with you, you cannot give it to someone else. So the first thing what we have to do is in this business, lots of people focus on getting internal strength and lots of self-confidence. The faith has to be there. The day you'll have built that faith, then you will be able to give it to someone. Now that is your journey. And that's where, like, I think Harsh mentioned also, like, 10 people are working, one person becomes successful. There could be a faith problem in those 9 people. We don't know yet. Or there are lots of other factors also, right? We cannot compare work ethic of different people. They could be different. So it's all about. So
Sachin, I totally get that. Yeah. The only thing what I'm saying is we can't say that, that only that person worked hard.
We cannot say that. We cannot say that. No, we don't. We never said that. We never said that. What I'm trying to say here is that you can add value to the person, okay, only in the system that you have belief. Okay, so in certain areas, if you do not believe, you cannot add value to the other person as well. Now that person may find a value and he can build his own value system, right? Belief in it. That's a totally different story. So if you notice, our business is called IBO, Independent Business Owner, means you have to first work on yourself. Then you become a business owner. And that's the beautiful journey of this business. Everyone takes lots of their time. So enjoy the journey and focus on your internal strength every day. Even if grow 1%, that's awesome. And I was going to, in fact, see if Subodh could join us. And so let's add spotlight.
Yeah. Can you hear me, guys?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, sorry, I'm a little under the weather, so my voice is not clear. Pardon me. But basically, I think value addition is not really that, I have to give someone $1 million and then he will get a value. It's not. The value addition, please listen me out completely before commenting, Rosina. Thanks. So the point is, like, a value addition happens at every small little thing. For example, a person who is drinking Coca-Cola with every lunch and every dinner, and there are hundreds and thousands and crores of people who do that. If he is able to understand what sugar is doing and he's able to shift to excess, that is a lifelong value addition for him. First thing. Second thing, a person who is, for example, binge watching, every day hundreds of TV series, he is able to shift to 15 minutes of reading book, personality development, helping himself grow, amazing lifelong value addition. So the point is, what you are seeing, the value that is being added. Are you really thinking, okay, when he makes $1 million, or when those small little value addition, those like atomic habits talk about it, those small things, add up over a period of time and give a great, amazing result. So third thing could be, people spending a lot of money just here and there, right? Someone who understands budget-based decision making, budgeting. It's an amazing value addition. So these things, it's not just making money. It's all about your health, your personality development, and your overall financial education is what you learn from the business. That's what I wanted to add.
No, I get that. I'm not saying that I'm only adding $1 million, then only I get it. Like, let's say I was sharing the probiotics. So if somebody's going to use the probiotics that we have, I'm adding value. But I kind of always struggle that they're already taking probiotics from some other place and that's working for them. And I have shared mine. Let's say they're equally same or not, mine are higher. I don't know that. I can't be the judge of that, right? I take them and I shared them. They switch, they don't switch, that's fine. With the excess example, the thing was that, yeah, now in the market, there's a lot of other drinks that are coming zero sugar, right? And our drinks are great. I use them myself. I don't drink any of the other stuff myself, but my dad does, because there is in the market and he will drink that bubbly and that stuff, right? So they do have those options available as well. But sure, I will, if I'm giving them this, there's vitamin B, and I myself use that as a pre-workout boost excess, right? So I do those things, but I kind of struggle with that piece. I don't know why, but maybe when the faith will come, then it'll be when that faith will solidify. Like, it's there, but it's fleeting. So maybe when it solidifies, I might see
it will
that
take
way.
some time, Rosina. It will take some time. Number one, the rule thing you have to understand is that you can only give someone what you have, and the other person should be hungry. Because you may have something valuable, if that person doesn't see the value, you cannot add the value to that person. So you need to find the right match. That's why we go through the process of finding the right mindset people. I think this is a great topic. It can continue till midnight. I think we should have a discussion.
I keep bumping into those people who are not that hungry.
Everyone bumps it. Everyone bumps it. The only difference is we move on. The only difference is that we move on.
That's what's happening consistently, for sure.
You don't have to worry about if there are options in the market. Yes, of course. We do not say that the products Amway has are the only products that are in the market. There are thousands and thousands of companies, competitive companies. Everybody wants to sustain in the market. It's a business, right? Some people will use our products, okay, because they see the value in that. Some people will use outside products because they see the value in that. We work with people. It's the same thing. We work with people who want to work with us. We don't work with people who do not work with us. So we want to create retail with people who want to buy our products. We don't want to sell people who don't want to buy it. As easy as that. You don't want to change everybody's life, right?
No, I get it. Yeah.
It's like, like Harsh goes to the gym, right? Everyone knows going and doing exercise is very good. Why people don't do it? Can Harsh convince them? No, because it's the value. He can. Harsh can add the value, but the other person also needs to understand there is a value. So it has to be a match, right?
No, Sachin, that's not the topic. Rosina's point is, like, there are other things in the market which are very competitive to access, as she was saying, this bubbly and stuff, which is completely right. Even in makeup, there are a lot of vegan skincare brands now in the market. In household products, there's a lot of biodegradable products and stuff. It's market, it's independent market. Okay, we have access to Amway products. We understand, we have used them, how they have changed our life, what results they have given. That is what we are sharing with other people. If they want to have those results, they try. That's where we share samples. We never push products on them that you
Yeah,
have to buy this.
yeah.
Yeah, you share, you try this. If it is better than the product you are using and you see that change, adapt it. If not, move to the next one. I think that's the
Yeah, I
easiest
think
way.
that's
Yeah,
the
no, I
solution.
understand. It's just, as I said, that I have to solidify my faith and maybe also see a little bit more success to believe in it more so, to be able to, solidify that.
Yes,
So
yes,
let me
Rosina.
continue and we'll go from there.
Yes, yes. Subodh will work with you. Subodh and Tina are there to work with you. And without faith, you cannot have success. That's number one thing. So I think this is awesome meeting. I think time is really up. So I think we'll get you to close this meeting and let's finish it off. Thank you. And everyone did an amazing job. Thank you so much.
So just to add one thing on Rosina's thing, sometimes you are adding value to people and they also appreciate that. But let's say if they don't buy a product or they don't come to the opportunity, they don't want to build the business, so they will not. Sometimes, my friends, I have best friends in Toronto, they love excess energy drinks, but they would not give order every month. I have to call them and ask. They do like it, they do love it, but they would not come up to me themselves and say, but they love the product. They see that value has been added into them, but still they would not come. So that's how some of the people just function like that. They would know that it's the best opportunity. We should build this. We wouldn't find something like this, but still they would not do it. So it's just people. You don't have to blame yourself for that. You are continuously adding value in someone's life. They also know it. It's just that you are not getting to know because you are not seeing that much of result that you're expecting.
Yeah.
So never put yourself down. You are the best. You are doing everything best. It's just the people out there because we are in people's business. Every person is different.
Yeah, very nice. Let's wrap
Okay,
this up.
thank you, everyone. Okay, thank you, everyone. It was great. I appreciate the last 10 minutes, 15 minutes, just spotlight on me. So that was very special. So thank you very much for that, my leaders. And thank you, everybody, for good evening and have a great night, everyone. Goodbye.
Great hosting, Rosina, and great
Thank you.
job, everyone.
Great
Okay.
hosting.
And thank you,
Okay,
Thank
Subodh.
thank you,
Thank you,
Rosina.
Subodh and Tina. You were not keeping well, but you still joined. Thank you.
Yeah. Take
Yeah.
care, you guys.
Bye-bye.
Good to
Take
see
care.
them back. Good to see
Yeah,
them back.
nice to see Subodh and Tina.
Yeah.
Get well soon,
Yeah,
guys.
yeah,
Perfect.
take care.
Bye. Good night.